Parish and I. And our parish community is a very happy and a vibrant community. Though small and simple, people of simple means, we are indeed happy and a people who are full of faith. But in the last couple of years, we've had, strong trying times, very difficult trying times. In late 2020, November 2020, our former pastor and parish priest was sadly abducted, and that signaled the beginning of a very difficult time with the bandits who marauded our village practically, sometimes on weekly basis, coming to abduct people at night, demanding huge ransoms, and sadly some did not even come back. And so that singular event with a couple of others that happened devastated our community. Many had to leave our community in search for safer places, and others too who managed to stay with a lot of apprehension. As we say, they don't sleep with two eyes closed. But we are grateful to God with our fervency in prayer, our trust in God, and also the efforts of members of the community and the government. We are beginning to experience the return of peace, normalcy, and calmness. We are, humanly speaking, we're a bit apprehensive as to the fact that we're not yet sure that whether our community has come back to be peaceful, to be happy, and to be safe, where people, not just the locals, but others who have come to reside here all across this country, will find a home and will find a place where they can live and thrive peacefully and happily. It is our prayer that what God has begun as to restore us to peace will continue, and everybody is indeed making efforts, all hands on deck, to ensure that Yangoji becomes the once happy, peaceful community it once was. Our parish is a rather large parish in terms of territory. The parish covers all the axis between here and the next parish, which is St. Patrick's Parish in Abuja. And we have a lot of outstations numbering up to 20. We can say that we have 4 major outstations, and we also have little pockets of communities we call substations, where our people gather to worship. And what happens in most of those communities is that there are people who have been displaced from their local communities as far as Benue, as far as Niger, as far as Kogi states, who have been displaced on account of insecurity, the farmers' herders clashes, who had to leave their villages to settle in a new place where they can find peace and also find some expanse of land to continue their farm work, because they are basically farmers. But the beautiful thing is that they carry along with them their faith. So wherever they gather, they manage to put up some thatch houses and begin to worship. So on getting to know them, on our parish community getting to know that there are Catholics down inside the bush who gather to worship, we go there to meet them where they are and to continue the work of evangelization. A good number of them we've been able to identify, and they have also identified with us as a parish community. Some others we are also working to get to meet. But this is the nature of St. Anthony's Parish, Yangoji. Okay. So there are some of these communities that have churches, and some of them have been there for quite a while, over 30 years, but they have remained small communities, and they are few but consistent, few but determined, few but fervent people of faith. And the churches they have put together, some built as far back as 1996, some earlier, need some bit of not just renovation. The truth is that we need small but modern church structures, so as to help the faith and also, be able to gather our people together and enable them worship better. Some of them will have in some communities far from here. The good thing is that we can access them 45 minutes drive from here, some 30 minutes drive from here. We have two major ones that we can easily identify that need church buildings.
Since the inception of this parish here in Yangoji, it has done a lot in my life as an individual. It has groomed me spiritually, and graces upon me that has lifted me high to come closer to God. Then secondly, the parish, when it came into Yangoji, a lot of benefits spiritually has taken place. Most of our parishioners have benefited a lot in the sacraments, and that has drawn us closer to God very, very high. And then the parish as well has helped us by giving our community, the entire community of Yangoji, not only the Catholics, even other religious worshippers, they have gained a lot from the parish, especially in the area of water. If you look outside there, they have gained a lot.
So some of the challenges we've been having is as follows: armed robbery, kidnapping, and also many people are not able to come here because no government establishments that can attract them to this place, which made it impossible for the population of this place to grow rapidly. So we'll be having challenges of insecurity and armed robbery.
Since September 2019, the church has been facing some challenges in the sense that the Yangoji is situated on the highway towards Lokoja Kaduna Express Road. And some time ago, there was banditry along the highway every Tuesday. Armed robbery, kidnapping, in-season kidnapping has been worrying us here. Most especially the one that touched my mind or beat my imagination is the kidnapping of our then parish priest, Reverend Father Matthew Dajo. He was kidnapped, and the gunshot was sporadic, spoiled the mentality of the people, shook us, scattered the Yangoji, and put the church into confusion and commotion. And since that time, many people have packed out of Yangoji, and the thing has not put anything fine on the church because people deserted Yangoji because of kidnapping. And after that, kidnapping continues. If not few months ago, that a new Esu of Yangoji was coronated, and the light started coming to Yangoji and the hope. Then vigilante was formed, 3 groups that are manning Yangoji now. And the little hope has started rising in Yangoji, and people even who fled Yangoji during the era of kidnapping have started returning to Yangoji. That means there is hope now for the church to progress and for Yangoji to grow.
Most of our community members are peasant farmers. Their main business to earn a living is farming. And some of us here are civil servants. Most of them are teachers, which if we are to leave the work of evangelization or the development of the parish, the means to develop the parish will be very, very difficult for us. So we are here calling on the ARCHDIOCESE and other men who are capable to assist us in developing our parish in terms of renovations, especially our parish house where our former priest was residing. It was as a result of this insecurity that made the house for no one to live because of fear of insecurity. So we are calling on able men and women to come out and give us assistance in renovating these structures. And most of our outstations, their structures, they are just making use of tattered roofing that are not permanent.
Was put up sometime in 2009 by first parish priest through the support of the Archdiocese, Reverend Father ST ST, and then Fathers James Nduka have lived here while serving the people of God, and then Father Matthew Dajo, who very sadly was abducted by bandits on the 22nd of November, in the 20th to 22nd of November 2020, and since then we've not had peace live here because of the huge insecurity we endured for a long time. And then since the sad event, our community here, Yangoji, became a hotspot for the activities of bandits. And since I myself was appointed here by our dear Archbishop as a parish priest, we've had them visit for over 15 times. So with the understanding of the Archbishop, I had to look for somewhere else to stay to feel safer while administering to the people of God here to do much that we can. Our roof, our ceiling, some of them pulled out because of the heavy winds that we experience in our area during the rainy seasons. So this door, we need to be able to change because we have, if you look here, you find the bullet holes of the side, the sad reminder of a couple of things that went on. I lived here for some weeks. Until the security situation had to force me to find somewhere else to stay. So we have other rooms, our visitors room. For please visitors who come in here. And during the rainy season, we figured out that our roof has a huge problem. It's leaking so much. Sometimes here could be flooded whenever it rains. The restrooms and the facilities there need a whole lot of touch, repairs and fixing to make this house quite good. Who has seen us through that turbulent time. In the last couple of months, we've not heard of any sad stories. No disturbance of bandits. We may have a couple of some criminal activities, but at a very low level. But of the activities of bandits in the last couple of months, we've not heard of any, and we are grateful to God who heard our cries and our prayers for peace, for calm to return to this community, so that those who had to flee to other places because of the insecurity are gradually returning. But definitely, we've not had our community as vibrant and as happy as it used to. It's a work in progress. Well, like a couple of 4 months ago, we got the sad news that it was vandalized. A couple of things scattered away from here. So we bought, not major things though. So we had to move our generator that we had here, a little petrol generator, down to the church for safekeeping, so as to manage the situation at hand. But at James Nduka's time in the parish, and perhaps the Archdiocese had plans for some future use for this expanse of land. So it is within this land that our parish house is built. As you can see, it's surrounded by this very sizable hill and not easy to access. So sometimes we get some funny visitors because we don't have no development per se behind us. This whole area is just open. During the rainy seasons, can get a bit, greeny, bushy, and all of those things. Generally, we struggle with unfriendly visitors, the reptiles, and otherwise some our animals that creep into around. But we thank God generally that He has kept all of us safe, and all those who live there and have been safe. And that's our story, that's our situation. But majorly, what we need is help to renovate the parish residence, so that definitely, with the situation at returning peacefully, and it's our prayer that the circumstance of insecurity and banditry become a thing of the past, and with the people returning back to the community, definitely too, we too will return to continue the work. We're using this platform to reach out to good people of faith, well-meaning people who want to do something for God, who want to build churches, to look towards the side. We may find the people who are full of faith but do not have the means to put up a decent structure for worship for themselves. And as you reach out to help us, it is our prayer that our God will continue to bless you and reward you for your kindness to His people.